everyone! So, I am Trisha.
And I am Stella.
And we are the reporters of Group 2.
And our topic for today is all about punctuations.
Now,
let us begin!
10 types of punctuation marks. The full stop or period, commas, colons, semicolons, apostrophes, hyphens, dashes, speech parentheses, lastly, question marks and exclamation marks.
There are different types of punctuation. First, let us have the full stop or period. A full stop is also called a period in American English. Use a full stop at the end of a full sentence. Don't put a space before the full stop. Put one after. A full sentence could be short and simple like this: I got there early. A full sentence could also be longer and more complex like this: although my train arrived late and I was sure I wouldn't make it on time, I actually got there slightly early. We found a full period at the end of the sentence. Be careful, the idea of a full sentence is not flexible, and it depends on the grammatical structure of the sentence. For example, can you see these mistakes in this sentence? Winters are often very cold there. Temperatures can reach negative 40 degrees. Explanation. The first part, which ends with the word there, is a full sentence. You can choose to put a comma and continue. You need a full stop or a semicolon, or you need to add a conjunction. Learning about sentence structure and how to make clauses into longer sentences is important if you want to use English punctuation correctly. Number 3. Wait, can you guess? Some abbreviations are sometimes written with full stops and sometimes without. For example, Mr., Doctor, or AM and PM for talking about the time. Titles like Mr., Mrs., or Doctor are generally written without a full stop in British English and with one in American English. In British English, it's more common to write AM and PM with a full stops. In lowercase, letters with full stops. In American English, it's more common to use capital letters and no full stops. However, both forms are commonly used and you can choose which you prefer.
The next punctuation is commas. So, commas have 3 main jobs. 2 of them are very simple. First, to use comma to separate items like this. For example, their house had 2 bedrooms, a large living room, 2 bathrooms, and a terrace. After each item in a list, put a comma. Very simple. So, next, use the word "and" between the last 2 items on your list. So, another punctuation to be discussed is colons. Colons have one main job. They introduce examples, explanations, or details. Look at one example. For example, rapid urbanization has led to multiple problems: congestion, air pollution, and a shortage of affordable housing for families.
The fourth one is semicolons. Semicolons are most similar to a full stop. They are used at the end of a full sentence. So what's the difference? Using semicolons shows that your idea before and after the semicolon are connected. For example, he's so stubborn. It's impossible to convince him to change his ideas even a little. Here, you have two sentences, but they are both talking about the same idea. Number 6. Hyphens. Hyphens are used to make compound words, especially compound adjectives. Compound words are words made of two or more other words. For example, they have a 3-year-old daughter. Number 7. Dashes. Dashes might look like hyphens, but they aren't the same. First, there are two kinds of dashes, called in dashes and in dashes.
So the next punctuation is speech marks. So what is speech marks? So there are two kinds of speech marks, the single and the double. Often they do the same thing and it doesn't matter which you use. However, we recommend that you use double speech marks when you're quoting what someone said. For example, he stood up and said, "I wouldn't do it if you paid me $1 million." Number 9. Parentheses. So, parentheses, like commas and dashes, parentheses can be used to add some extra, non-essential information to your sentence. So, the last punctuations, the question marks and exclamation marks. Question marks are simple to use. Add them at the end of a direct question. Very simple. For example, what time is it? How old are you? So, direct questions can be longer with more complex structure.
And that's all for today! I hope you learned a lot about punctuations.
And see you to our next video!